Hello, in front of me I have Motorola Edge 60 Pro and CMF by Nothing Phone 2 Pro. And in this video we're gonna compare the camera features and the camera quality. Alright, so let's begin. Let's open up our phone app and let's see what features in here we have. So when it comes to the possible modes, let's see, on the Motorola we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a minute. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 standard ones, and under the more we have others, but I'll describe that in a second. When it comes to the CMF, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 simple and standard modes right in here in this bar. Under the more on the CMF we have slow motion, time lapse, panorama, and the expert mode, so 4 additional ones. And on the Motorola we have more of them as you can see. We have the scan, night vision, panorama, ultra resolution, photo booth, tilt shift, long exposure, group shot, time lapse, and dual capture video. So we have time lapse on both of the phones. Same thing with the I don't know why I don't have slow motion in here, but I assume it might be in here. Sorry, yeah, slow motion is right in here on the simple bar. So it's my bet. And same thing with the night vision. Simply on the CMF, it's on this bar, not under the more options. But for example, we don't have the dual capture video on the CMF, so that's another feature that we have on the Motorola. Now, for example, on the Motorola we can add more things. Yeah, we can add slow motion into this bar, and for example also the Pro mode. Okay, so now for example under the photo we have normal zooms, so minimum is 0.5 on the Motorola and 0.6 on the CMF, and the maximum zoom in case of Motorola is 50, and the maximum when it comes to the when it comes to the CMF is 20, as you can see. Also on the Motorola we have the macro mode, which we don't have on the CMF. We can also read what this option does. So macro mode helps you take detailed photos of subjects that are very close to the lens. We don't have that option under the in a CMF. Okay, also on both of the phones we have of course the Google Lens. All of this option works, so we have the translate option, search option, homework, and the translation. So both of the option works in both of the cases. Also let me check those options right in here. Of course on both of the phones we have the HDR enabled, and possible also the flash, but that are the standard things, I would say. In here we have the aspect ratio. They are the same on both of the phones, but the quality, let me check, the maximum value is 50 when it comes to the CMF, and let me check under the ultra resolution. I don't know actually what is the maximum value of the megapixels on the Motorola. We can also change the front photo resolution from the camera settings right in here. And also, the Motorola provides us with the filters, custom filters that are right in here. As we click on this icon, as you can see, we have a few of them. Actually, not a few. Is, I think, over the 10 modes that we can select. The filters, unfortunately, they are actually they are here, but there's less of them, less of the filters on the CMF phone. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you the example of the photos, how its quality, how does it look like. So let's open up the photos on both of the phones. So okay, photos. I created folders so to know which photos are from which phone, because they're all stacked on the Google Photos. So on the left I have the CMF photos, and in here I have the photos from the Motorola. That photos are from 0.5 witness, the zoom, so it's an ultra wide photo. And when it comes to the colors, they are more alive, I would say, on the Motorola. They are a little bit darker in that resolution. For example, as we also zoom on the trampoline, the blue, we can see the big difference in the blue. So on the CMF, it's a little bit brighter than on the Motorola. In here, it's more alive, I would say, and more blue. Same thing with the grass. The grass is greener, I would say, and the palette of color is more comfortable for the eye, I would say, on the Motorola. So that was the 0.5 zoom. Now let's see when it comes to the a little bit of a zoom. In here, in that photo, now the photo is a little bit brighter on the Motorola than on the CMF. You might not see it that clearly as I did, because because of the camera that I'm recording. But in real life, you can also see its difference on the photos. So again, the colors are more alive, I would say, on the Motorola, and the photo is simply brighter. I wasn't adjusting any brightness settings when I was taking the photo, so you need to have that in mind. Of course, you can also see more comparisons on the internet to see everything for yourself. For example, you can zoom out into that tree to see. Okay, so maybe it's not the best case to see its comparison, but because on the CMF the photo is more darker, but we can select those photos. So I was taking the picture of the tree that is next to the trampoline, just to show you it's that tree. And here we have our trampoline, and that's the tree. I was performing that photo with a zoom. So now you can see that the biggest difference in the quality of the photo. So on the Motorola, the colors are alive, and the palette of color is really better than when we are comparing it to the CMF. So, for example, the green on the CMF, it's like dead, and it looks bad in my opinion. It doesn't have that palette and its life in it. So simply those colors looks simply sad. Also, when it comes to the details, we can zoom a little bit into the tree and its wood. We can see more and a lot of details on the Motorola phone, but when we take a look on the CMF, it's not in the best resolution. So when you're looking for a phone that provides a good quality of photos with a bigger zoom, I assume that zoom was on the level around 15, something like that. That's how those pictures looks like. Also, as we for example select that photo, sorry, not that photo, we can scroll down into that building that is in the background, and again we can zoom a little bit more on the Motorola, and the colors are simply brighter, and I would say we can see more details on the Motorola phone. And also, for example, on the Motorola, that's the maximum zoom, which is 50. That's the quality of the photo, and that's the maximum zoom on the CMF, which is the 20x, just like I was describing before when I was showing you the camera features. So on the 50x zoom, I would say that, of course, it's the same tree still. Even the colors are good when it comes to the 50x zoom. And that's it when it comes to the maximum zoom. I would say the quality of the photos is still on a good level, but I don't know any people who use 50x zoom for normal life and in normal phones. But you can see the comparison when it comes to the maximum zoom and the quality of the photos, and also its colors. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.